Jungkook, the youngest member of BTS, recently sat down for an exclusive interview with Vogue Korea following his appearance at New York Fashion Week 2025. In this heartfelt conversation, Jungkook opened up about his personal feelings, his journey after returning from military service, and how he views life as an artist now. One of the most emotional moments came when Jungkook spoke candidly about his joy and regret, the happiness and disappointment he experienced over the summer. "This summer felt like a new chapter for me," Jungkook shared. "There were so many moments of joy, but there were also things I wish I had done better." The interview quickly drew attention from ARMY, BTS fans, worldwide, revealing a vulnerable and reflective side of Jungkook that fans rarely get to see. The year 2025 has been a turning point for Jungkook. After completing his military service in mid-2025, he returned to the entertainment world with immense enthusiasm. One of his biggest appearances was at New York Fashion Week as a Calvin Klein global ambassador, followed by several international music events. But for Jungkook, returning to the stage wasn't just about looking perfect. "I felt nervous," he admitted. "After being away from the big stage for so long, it felt like I was debuting all over again." Jungkook also shared how he trained intensely in vocals and performance after being discharged, wanting to give not just a good show, but a memorable one. Fans agreed that despite the hiatus, Jungkook's charm and power had not faded. In fact, he returned with more maturity, depth, and presence. One of Jungkook's biggest summer moments came when his solo track, 7, saw a massive resurgence on global charts. Originally released in 2023, the song climbed back into the top 10 global charts after his live performance this year. ARMYs around the world hosted streaming parties to celebrate Jungkook's return. On Spotify and Apple Music, 7 hit record-breaking numbers again. "I'm just grateful that 7 is still loved," Jungkook said. "It made me feel welcomed back after being away." This comeback stage proved that Jungkook's influence as a soloist remained strong and unstoppable. International media even dubbed him the summer prince of K-pop. Behind all the joy, Jungkook also honestly acknowledged a moment of regret. He wasn't fully satisfied with his surprise performance during Suga's concert in Seoul. "Honestly, I don't think I gave 100% that night," Jungkook admitted with a small smile. "I wanted to be stronger, more alive on stage." This honest reflection moved fans deeply. To them, it showed how self-aware and dedicated Jungkook is to his craft. Fans responded with overwhelming support online. "If that was him not at 100%, I can't imagine what 200% looks like." Jungkook is his own biggest critic, and that's why he keeps growing. His honesty makes him even more lovable. Jungkook's words about joy and regret showed his emotional maturity as an artist. He's no longer just chasing chart numbers or trophies. He values the meaning behind every performance. Throughout the interview, Jungkook expressed endless gratitude to ARMY. "I can never thank them enough. They were there for me even when I wasn't in the spotlight. That gave me strength." Fans responded by trending supportive hashtags, launching global fan projects, and sending heartfelt letters to Big Hit Entertainment. The keywords joy and regret even trended on X, Twitter, across several Asian countries on October 8, 2025, as fans shared his quotes from the interview. Beyond music, Jungkook also talked about expressing himself through fashion. At New York Fashion Week 2025, he wore a black trench coat and oversized suit, instantly becoming the center of attention. Top fashion magazines like Vogue and GQ praised his look as minimalist yet powerful. "Fashion is another way I speak," Jungkook said. "When I'm not singing, my style speaks for me." His appearance was seen as one of the most influential and classy comebacks in K-pop that year. At the end of the interview, Jungkook gave fans a little hint about BTS's future. "We've been talking a lot," he said with a grin. "We want to give something huge to ARMY in 2026. So please wait for us." This single statement was enough to send the fandom into a frenzy.
speculation about a full BTS comeback in 2026 began trending immediately. Jungkook also revealed he plans to release
International outlets like Billboard, Rolling Stone, and NME Korea highlighted Jungkook's honesty in this interview. Many described it as one of the key reasons he remains beloved across generations and nations. No longer just an idol, Jungkook has become a global cultural icon, influential in music, fashion, and youth culture. In Indonesia and other Southeast Asian countries, the interview clips went viral on X, Twitter, and TikTok, with thousands of fans sharing their favorite lines from Jungkook. It's clear that Jungkook is in a deeply reflective phase of his life. Joy represents the love, growth, and connection he felt this summer, while regret represents his unending drive to improve. This balance between happiness and self-criticism shows that Jungkook doesn't view success as a destination, but as a continuous journey. "If I never felt regret, I probably wouldn't grow," he said calmly. The summer of 2025 will undoubtedly be remembered as a defining chapter in Jungkook's career. From owning the stage again, stealing the spotlight at Fashion Week, to opening up about his vulnerabilities, he has shown the world that true strength comes from honesty. For ARMY, Jungkook's joy and regret isn't a sign of weakness, but a reminder that their idol is human, growing, and loving deeply. Now, the world is waiting for the next chapter, when Jungkook takes the stage again, this time not alone, but with BTS in their much-anticipated 2026 comeback. Shortly after Jungkook's interview was released, ARMY around the world flooded social media with emotional messages, supportive posts, and trending hashtags like #WeLoveYouJungkook, #JoyAndRegret, #ProudOfYouJK. On X, Twitter, the interview reached over 3 million mentions in less than 24 hours. Fans shared their favorite quotes, edited heartfelt clips, and created fan art representing joy and regret as two sides of Jungkook's growth. One fan from Indonesia wrote, "Even in his regrets, he inspires us. Jungkook is more than an idol. He's a reminder that it's okay to not be perfect." In the Philippines, fans organized a streaming event and charity project in Jungkook's name, showing how his honesty sparked not just admiration, but action. Jungkook's words didn't just stay within the K-pop bubble, they spread globally. By October 9th, Joy and Regret had trended in more than 20 countries, including South Korea, Indonesia, Philippines, USA, UK, and Brazil. International media outlets highlighted how his emotional openness resonated with fans of all ages. Fans shared stories about how Jungkook's honesty helped them embrace their own imperfections. "Jungkook made me realize that success doesn't mean perfection, it means growth." Many fans admitted that Jungkook's confession about not feeling satisfied with his performance made them tear up. Some said it reminded them of how much pressure idols face to be flawless on stage. Others felt proud that Jungkook was able to speak his truth without fear. Fans responded with words of love. "Your 80% is already magic to us. We don't love you for being perfect, we love you for being real. Joy and regret are part of who you are. That's why we're here." Across various fan communities, ARMY emphasized that they will continue supporting him whether he shines at 100% or struggles behind the scenes. While the emotional part of the interview was spreading, his Fashion Week photos went viral too. Jungkook's black trench coat and minimalist style generated millions of engagements on Instagram, Weibo, and X. Fashion experts praised his style for being clean, confident, and elegant, the embodiment of quiet power, a timeless aesthetic that stands out without shouting. Fans began recreating his NYFW outfit for daily wear, turning Jungkook's look into a global fashion trend. Korean entertainment insiders also responded positively to Jungkook's vulnerability. Several music producers, choreographers, and stylists commented anonymously to local media. Jungkook has always been known for perfectionism. His ability to speak about imperfection makes him even stronger.
Many brands and event organizers reportedly reached out to collaborate with Jungkook after the NYFW event, seeing how his name generated both emotional and commercial impact.